Okay, we'll get started with Rob Thomson. First question for Rob. We'll start with Paul over here on the right.
Hi, Rob. Conventional wisdom is that pitching dominates in the postseason, and your pitching obviously has been very good. But can you even begin to explain why your offense has been able to do what they've done?
Well, we got a really good lineup, and it's a long lineup, and we're swinging the bats really well right now. I thought Merrill Kelly did a really nice job, and we finally got to him in the sixth. You know, we hit a couple of solo home runs, but you know, he kept us off balance for the most part up until the sixth, and then we started to string some hits together and put up some crooked numbers. So that was good. But you know, offense comes and goes. We gotta stay on it.
I was going to ask you about that. Over half the runs you've scored have come on the home runs.
Yeah.
Is that hard to sustain for the rest of this series and the next series if you make it?
Well, that means that the other half of the runs came from stringing hits together. So we can do it both ways.
A few more for Rob. Back there on the right side.
Hey, Rob, can you talk about the decision back on June 2nd when you moved Kyle into the leadoff spot and how that kind of helped you guys really take off the rest of the season?
Well, that was June Schwarber, as they say around here. But you know, I thought that I believe we were struggling at the time, and you know, it was time to make a little bit of a change, and that was the recipe last year with Schwarber in the leadoff spot, and it just sort of clicked, and we started winning, and we started scoring runs, and Schwarber got hot. That was really basically what was behind it.
Down here in the front.
How do you explain Aaron Nola's performance in the postseason and dating back to the end of the regular season? What's made the difference for him, especially tonight?
Well, they made a little mechanical change with his stride direction, and once he did that, that was like 2 or 3 starts, his last 2 or 3 starts of the season, and he started getting the ball to his glove side, and the breaking ball became better, the changeup became better. He started using his changeup a little bit more, and he's dialed it up ever since. And tonight, he was fantastic. I thought he did a great job. If the bottom of the 6th hadn't gone so long, he probably would have gone out. We would have sent him out for the 7th. But it went so long, I just said that's enough. Now we can get some guys some work, and so we got Hoffman and Strom and Kerkering work because they hadn't pitched in 4 or 5 days. So it all worked out. But he was fantastic tonight.
And last one's for Rob on the middle aisle on the left.
I'm just wondering what you thought about Alec Boehm's performance tonight. A couple big defensive plays early, gets the hit late. You've stuck with him in that 4 spot, even though he's gone through some struggles. I'm just kind of wondering what your overall impression of his game was.
Yeah, his first at bat, he was a click away from hitting the ball over the center field fence, and then he got a big double. And the first play, the diving play to his backhand, it seemed like the ball was by him, and somehow he got his glove on it and threw from his knees. He's really played well defensively lately, and for a while now. But he can hit, and you just have to trust that at some point, you know, as I just said, offense comes and goes. At some point, he's going to hit again, and the last couple of nights, his swing has looked really good.
Anything else for Rob? Take one more down here in the front.
Rules are the same for everybody, but do you think it's possible, like when you talk about in the playoffs having a slow heartbeat and slowing the game down, do you think that the pacing that the players have experienced all year long maybe has helped in some shape or form for them to pace themselves during the games, and they're always under pressure, so to speak, on some level, so they're...
Maybe. You know, I think everybody had to make an adjustment at the start of the year with the pitch clock. I think that's what you're talking about, correct? Yeah. Everybody had to make an adjustment with the pitch clock, and I think everybody, for the most part, did. And then once the playoffs start, there's another intensity level this game goes to. And so they have to make another adjustment. And I think our guys have done a really good job with that.
All right, thanks a lot, Rob. We'll see you in Phoenix.
Thank you.